come into a lunge position. And Hannah, I'm gonna have you reach your hands straight up overhead and extend through your mid back. Perfect. And then come back and let's switch feet. Good. Reach straight up overhead and extend right through your mid back. Good. And relax. All right, so I'm gonna have Hannah on all fours, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and have her reach one hand underneath and thread through. Reach as far as she can. Come back up. Then she'll take the opposite and reach through this way, feeling that rotation through her T-spine and her scaps. And back up. Cool. All right, so next one's a two-way child's pose. So I'll have Hannah stack her hands over itself. Good, and then kind of sit back into that child's pose. And then she'll take both hands and walk them to one side. If she's going to the left, she's going to reach her right hand over, breathing into her right rib cage. And then she'll walk her hands back to her right. She's going to reach over top with her left hand, breathing into left side of her rib cage. And relax. Next, we're going to have her do a cat-cow. So I'm going to have her arch her back here like someone's pulling a string, and she'll tuck her head. And then we'll have her sag underneath like someone's pulling a string from her chest, and she'll lift her head up. Coming in some thoracic extension, and then she'll come back neutral. Perfect. All right, so next we're going to have Hannah do some foam roll thoracic extension. So what she'll do is she'll keep her butt on the ground, her knees bent. I'm going to let her put her hands behind her head. And I want her to tuck her elbows in tight to create some tension along her T-spine. And she'll keep her butt on the ground as she extends over the foam roll. And then she'll come back up. Then if we want to kind of keep it up or down in the shoulder blade region, that's about as high or low as we want to go. I would have her slide up a little bit, so to move it down. So now it's going to be about the middle of her scaps, and have her extend again. Good. And then she'll come back up, and she'll slide up a little bit more to put that at the lower part of her scaps. And she'll extend over one more time. And this is one we don't want to go up in the neck or the low back. Perfect. All right, so next thing we're going to do is a half kneeling open book, and then we'll do windmills. So I'll give a yoga block, basketball, half foam roll. I'm going to let her hold that between her knee and the wall. I want to make sure her back foot is in line with her hip, so get there. And then Hannah's going to stick one arm in front of her with the other arm on, and she'll rotate open towards her outside hand, letting her eyes follow her hand. And then she'll come back. And then we'll take this into a windmill, so she'll turn her hand against the mirror. And she'll open her chest up as she sweeps across. And then she'll close back down. All right, so next we're going to do a prayer lat stretch. So I'm going to have Hannah put her elbows about shoulder width apart. I'm going to have her hands face her. And then she's going to sit her butt back to her heels. And she wants to let this sag as much as she can. And then to get a little more stretch, she'll bend her elbows. Feel that in the triceps. And they'll have her come back up. If this is painful at the top of your shoulder, some things we can do, we can have her go a little bit wider with her elbows, and she can go palms facing each other and do the same thing to see if we can get rid of pain at the top of the shoulders. And then she could bend back here as she needs to as well.